ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hat or cap, and pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Post 266, rising the colors on the flagpole. And we welcome you to tonight's event. In tonight's contest, we welcome the Colonels of Mitchell High School, taking on your T-Area Titans! The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They have adopted the rules under which this contest is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Remember to cheer in a positive manner and be respectful of the officials' decisions. T-Area High School wants all fans to watch the game in the stands according to conference rules. Impromptu youth football games will not be allowed. They have resulted in serious injuries at other schools. Any and all youth footballs, Nerf balls, etc. will be confiscated. Please come to watch the game. Parents, please supervise your children. The officials for tonight's game: Jim Gobler, Kate Mueller, John Reavers, Steve Siegel, and Connor Singheisen. They are registered by the State of South Dakota High School Activities Association. They have worked hard to learn the rules and administer them fairly at this event, and we request that you respect their honest efforts in officiating tonight's contest. And now, first off, let's meet your Titan cheer team. They are coached by Katie Peterson, Leah Ackman, Tessa Breck, Kyla Brown, Emerson Cowles, Lily Kaiser, Aubrey Meldreck, Reese Moe, Addison Nazer, Olivia Olowski, Piper Stedfeld, Ramsey Stansberry, Jaden Webster. And now it's time to meet the starters. First, the offensive starters, the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Mitchell Colonels. Wide receiver, number 3, and a junior, Braden Rindell. Senior running back, number 8, Hudson Morgan. The junior wide receiver, number 12, Hunter McGee. Senior quarterback, number 15, TJ Jealous. Running back, number 20, and a senior, Parker Diddy. On the offensive line, number 50, senior, Keith Buckles. The senior, number 54, Mason Herman. The junior, number 66, Aiden Woods. A sophomore, number 67, Briar Stack. A freshman, number 79, Owen Shelsky. And at tight end, junior, number 87, Logan Fessler. Colonels, assistant coaches are Eric Whitty, Trevor Koopman, Travis Solomson, Parker Hilton, Dustin Bergmeyer, Sterling Duckwire, Bruce Golden, head coach Pat Larson. And now let's meet the defensive starters for the home team, the T-Area Titans. Defensive back, wearing number 2, and a senior, Marshall Smythe. A sophomore, defensive back, wearing number 10, Griffin Weavinga. A senior linebacker, wearing the double 1, Sam Burnell. A defensive back and a junior, wearing number 12, Carter Christensen. A senior linebacker, wearing number 13, Dawson Eimers. Defensive back, wearing number 18, and a senior, Kayla Cooner. At linebacker and a junior, wearing number 25, Carter Brown. On the line, a junior, wearing number 51, Chase DeBoer. A sophomore, number 56, Hayden Milas. A senior lineman, wearing number 62, Charlie Leslie. And last but not least, the senior, wearing number 67, USF commit J.J. Jacobs.
And a good evening and welcome to T-Area High School homecoming game as the Titans get set to take on the Mitchell Colonels. 3-1 Titans, 1-3 Mitchell Colonels. I'm Jerry Paleschi. Thanks for joining us tonight on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel. For the Mitchell Colonels coming into tonight's game, they opened the season with an immediate win over Douglas, 51-13. But in the 3 weeks that have followed, it hasn't been very pretty. They went to Brookings back on September the 6th and were shut out 34-0. The following week against Spearfish at home in the Colonel Bowl, same result, 43-0 for Mitchell. They did get on the scoreboard last week, but they did fall to Watertown 47-14 and enter their game tonight here on the road against T-Area, looking to get their season back on track. Now for the T-Area Titans, a little bit of a different story for them in the way that they started this season. It was kind of a surprise right away when they lost to Spearfish 39-29. But after that, the Titans have been rolling. A win against Aberdeen Central 39-7, a win over Huron 41-14, and last week here at home, they defeated Douglas 58-3. Homecoming festivities have taken place all the way throughout the course of the week, and the nose guard for this Titans team, and Jacob Youngye, he was named the Homecoming King, and it's been a big week for Jacob Youngye, as not only was he named Homecoming King, and he's been at the volleyball games and here tonight, of course, playing football, also just announced yesterday that he is committed to the University of Sioux Falls. So a very big week for Jacob Youngye, one of the captains, too, of this team. So he'll bring his team out on the defensive side first. T area will kick off with Marshall Smythe, the 6'3", 175-pound senior, kicking in this direction last week. Put it in the end zone every single time. This week, not as much wind to work with, though. The flags on the far side are pretty much just dropped right down. There is not a whole lot of breeze. It is hot, a little sticky out here for September, but we're underway with T-Area Titans football. The return coming for the Mitchell Colonels from the 10-yard line, trying to break right up the middle of the seam. Being put down is Parker Denny. He is a running back. He'll stay up on the field, and he is a starting running back for this Colonel squad. The quarterback is TJ Jealous. He is a 5'11", 205-pound senior. He wears number 15. He'll be joined by Denny, who will line up at running back. Wide receiver options include Braden Rendell, who is a junior this year, Hudson Borgen, a senior, and Hunter McGee. Big tight end on the field. He's 6'3", and Logan Bessler. And the offensive line across, you look at a freshman in Owen Shelsky, who is 6'5", 250 pounds. Colonels have it first down and 10. Man going in motion is Bessler from right to left. A bad snap, and pulling it back in is Jealous, but he is put right down to the turf and pays for it with Charlie Leslie just jumping straight on top of him. Keith Buckholz, Aiden Wood, the center, Briar Stock, and Mason Herman lines out that offensive line for the Mitchell Colonels. For T-Area on the defensive side, that up front group, including Chase DeBoer, Charlie Leslie, Jacob Youngye, and Hayden Belas. Linebacker crew includes Dawson Eimer, Sam Wordle, and Carter Brown. And at corner, you have Carter Christensen, Marshall Smythe, and the safeties here tonight, Caleb Kunert, Griffin Wiebinga will get the start. It is second down and long with a handoff given to Denny. Tries to shake off one, cuts the left hash marks, and gets back to the original line, or the line of scrimmage, excuse me. Really no gain, third down and long. A lot of running for nothing. And it will be third down and about 14. Titans unit throughout the course of the season only allowing 203 rushing yards total. It's only given up about 51 rushing yards a game. Third down and 14. TJ Jealous, the quarterback, fires towards the near side. It's bobbled around. It's pulled in by Denny. He is able to break away from one, tries to slip away from another, but the Titans get right over to him, shy of the 30-yard line. And it's only a pickup of about 4 to 5, and it will be fourth down. Punting situation for Mitchell. 2 will go back for T. Riley Schwanda being one of them. He's a 5'10" senior this year. Joining him back there will be Cole McKinney. McKinney had himself a huge week last week against Douglas. Here's the kick, high up in the air. McKinney trails over to get it at the 30-yard line. He bobbled it. It's down on the ground, but he's able to jump on it. Jumps on it at the 34. And here comes the T-area offense. Led by the quarterback in Dashel Lowry, who is 5'10", 161 pounds. He's a junior this year, filling in for Brenner Conrad, who went down with a knee injury a couple of games ago. Lowry this season, 7 of 5 passing, 3 total touchdowns. Not too bad when you've completed 5 passes and 3 of them have been for touchdowns. McKinney in motion from left to right. It's first down and 10 from the 35-yard line with a handoff given straight down the middle. Sam Wordle gets upended at the 40-yard line, fights for a couple of more yards and picks up 8. That offensive line, including Chase DeBoer at left tackle. Charlie Leslie will get the call at left guard. Kingston Nyberg getting the start tonight at center. He's a 5'11", 211-pound junior. Jacob Youngye at right guard, and the right tackle is Cody Peterson. Wide receivers tonight, Riley Schwanda and Marshall Smythe. Sam Wordle, Cole McKinney will take care of the running back position. Fullback is Carter Brown. Here's the handoff and a give on a second down and short. It's given to McKinney. He's able to slip away from one. Jukes for more yards. Gets towards the 30-yard line where he's put down to the turf. Big gain for Cole McKinney. And the Titans are inside of Mitchell territory. First down and 10. Titans this season averaging 42 points per game. And on top of that, almost 300 yards rushing per contest. Just shy of it. 298.8 to be exact. It's first down and 10 from the 30. Just underway here, first quarter, 8:50 on the clock. Lowry calls for it, option play, flips it over. Trying to find some room outside the numbers, still going, still down the sideline towards the end zone. And he's going to be just shy on the rush for Carter Brown. He's down at the 1 yard line and pushed out of bounds.
By Lowry, 29-yard gain, first and goal.
Titans just a yard outside the goal line. Carter Brown was looking for his second rushing touchdown this season. He'll line up right behind Lowry. First and goal from the 1. They hand it to him. Brown straight up the gut. Got it. Touchdown, Titans. Carter Brown in for the score. Second rushing touchdown this season. And the Titans strike first. Marshall Smythe will do the honors here tonight for the point after touchdowns.
Smythe's in to attempt the extra point.
Smythe awaits as he calls the team over.
Jerry P., I believe that's a change from
That is a
previous
change
games.
from last week. You are correct, as Griffin Wiebinga was the kicker last week, missed a couple of point afters. They go with Smythe here tonight, and Smythe goes right up and in. Just about 8 minutes and 30 seconds, all that's left on the clock here in the first quarter. Titans strike quick, 7-0 on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel.
1:18 off the clock.
Opening series for the Mitchell Colonels ended after going -5 yards total. T-Area takes the football after the 3 and out. They march right down the field. 65 yards, 4 plays, and a touchdown scored, this time from the nice rush of Carter Brown. It was set up on the option play first. Lowry to Brown, and then Brown goes in from 1 yard out. 7-0 T, 8:30 remaining first quarter.
It was really fun to see that Carter was able to finish off that big run that he had, and similar to what he had in Douglas.
You always want to see that, too, when a player has a nice rush like that and they just fall 1 yard short, just to give him the opportunity to cash in on it. Jerry Paleschi along with Andrew Griffith here in the booth for the T-Area Titans YouTube channel. We appreciate you joining us here this evening for a 6 o'clock kickoff on a hot night in September. We're not complaining about it because we know what it could be. Titans return back on the defensive side. See if Mitchell will have an answer after going -5 on their opening possession. The quarterback in TJ Jealous hands it over on the right side. Denny tries to get outside the numbers, and a couple of Titans over there to bring him down. Tackle made this time by Caleb Cooner. Pick up a 5, second down and 5. One of the names to watch out for, Sam Wordle here tonight on the defensive side, the linebacker. Team's leading tackler with 32 entering tonight, 8 for a loss. He's been all over the field, especially last week. 2nd down and 5. Jealous back to pass. Tucks, runs, hit, drop, penalty flag out.
Scrambled by TJ Jealous. There's a flag on the play.
I believe that was Wordle on the tackle, too.
Trying to get the official mic to work.
Number 51. 10 yards from the previous line. 2nd down.
Call that penalty. Charged against Mitchell on the hold.
Holding call backs the ball up to the 15-yard line.
I believe they called it on 61, which off of that would be Owen Kaufman on the offensive line for Mitchell. Nonetheless, it's 2nd down and long. Jealous pulls it down and rushes himself straight up the middle. And he's going to pick up a nice chunk of yards, but it will set up a 3rd down and manageable for Mitchell. Carter Christensen getting worked in on it. Wiebinga also joining in on the fun out of the safety positions for T. 3rd down and 1. Clock rolls, 7:20 remaining first quarter, 7-0 T.
It was a good opportunity for a quarterback draw on that. You had Sam Wordle blitzing on the left-hand side. So just caught the defense off guard on that one.
And TJ Jealous doesn't look like a quarterback that would normally scramble, but in a couple of games this season, he has done some work on the ground as he hands it off, but snuffing it out is Sam Wordle. Wordle just shoots on over and wraps up the feet. And nowhere to go for Mitchell. Sets up a 4th down and 3 in a punting situation. That attempted carry for Hudson Borgen. Missed opportunity for Mitchell.
It just goes to show you're going to fake out Wordle once, but definitely not twice.
2 back again for T. Here's the snap on the punt. Doing the honors is Jealous, the quarterback and the punter. A high punt. Schwanda wants to take it and does so from the 33-yard line. He's hit, pushed backwards, tries to make another move. A penalty flag flies. And Schwanda will be put down at the 32.
Schwanda, tackle made by number 85, Coy Olsen.
So we'll see what the penalty flag is for. It's another penalty charge against T.
During the return, block the back, return team. 10 yards from the kick, 1st down.
So mark it from the end of the kick, which will move T back towards their own 21. Titans take over with 6:15 remaining in this first quarter, leading 7-0.
I saw a few of those penalties last week against Douglas as well.
A couple of the things that Scott Fry and this coaching staff have wanted to clean up, especially on the special team side. I feel like against Douglas saw that almost on every kick there was something. Outside of one that I think was taken to the house. That one may have been called back too. My memory goes on me quick here. Here's a handoff given and not a whole lot of room to work with on a 1st down and 10 for Sam Wordle.
I believe you're talking about the opportunity that Cole McKinney had to get.
That's right, and he needed the grand slam on the punt return for the touchdown.
He took it back he took it to the house. That got called back, and then Schwanda managed to do it on the very next play.
That's right. McKinney last week threw for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, caught a touchdown. Just needed that punt return for a touchdown. Here's Lowry on a 2nd down and 9. Lobs it out, looking for Schwanda in transition. It's batted down. Great defensive play for Mitchell and Kendon Skinner. Skinner at that defensive back position. Maybe the pass from Lowry a little short, but it's 3rd down and 9. Schwanda had the step on him, but the pass was just not there. And you're going to see that sometimes from a new quarterback in Dashiell Lowry now getting his first couple of starts with Brenner Conrad not out there. And T, normally who doesn't really throw the football a whole lot in general, giving him an opportunity to air it out. 3rd and 9, he's going to pass again over the middle and complete through the hands of his intended target in Cole McKinney. It is 4th down. He hit this part of the season as well, and for these teams, it's not only a matter of, trying to rack up the wins and position yourself for the playoffs, but it's also about trying to kind of massage the playbook a little bit, figure out what T knows they can run the football. They've done it throughout the course of the season so far, averaging almost 300 yards per game, but you have a new quarterback in there, get him a couple of those reps. You never know when he might be in those throwing situations later on in the season, or even tonight it could potentially happen. Here's a line drive kick on a 4th down and 9, and it doesn't go very far, down at the 48 where Mitchell will take over. Still inside their own territory, 2 yards shy of midfield, but point being is you might as well try to work on it as the season kind of progresses. You hit this middle part, which is hard to believe already. We're halfway through the high school football season. But you want to work on that. You want to get yourself comfortable with that, especially with a new quarterback.
Oh, and with such a run-heavy offense, it really opens up the rest of the playbook since they do run some option as well. So them throwing now makes the defense think, well, maybe they're going to throw again. Then they have the option right there for them.
2 receivers split to the left side on a 1st down and 10. Mitchell takes over at the 48-yard line with 5:25 on the clock, first quarter. Jealous out of the pistol formation. 5-step drop sets up the screen. It's batted up in the air, and it's intercepted. It's picked off, and the Titans will bring it all the way over to the 25-yard line. Jumping up to just pull that football down for the T-Area Titans. What a job. That is a collective opportunity for T-Area.
I want to say it was Charlie Leslie that finally pulled that down and started running with it. Oh, it was Jack Yearman.
What a play to set up the T-Titans inside Mitchell territory, 1st and 10 from the 25. Play action, Lowry back to throw. Gives it off right side, caught by Wordle, good for a 1st down. Helmet comes flying off of Hudson Borgen, who will have to head towards the sideline for Mitchell because of it. Officially marked as a pickup of 12. 1st down and 10. 5:11 remaining. First quarter, clock rolls. Ball on the right hash. 2 receivers split wide to the left side. Wordle lines up right. And there's a whistle as the play starts.
False start. Offense, number 11.
False start called against Wordle.
Penalty backs the ball at the 18-yard line. Brings up 1st and 15. Titan offense.
First and 15 following the penalty. Caleb Kunert in at receiver on the left side. Schwanda will join him in the middle. Wordle in the slot. Lowry, play action, near side throw through the legs of Kunert, incomplete.
Lowry's pass, incomplete, intended for
4:27, clock stopped. Titans lead 7-0.
And with Dashel leading the team now, we've seen a lot of different plays that teams have been running for that offense rather than just running it. We've seen some play action. We've seen some option. He's got the chance to throw it a few times. There's been the screen off to the wide receiver screen now. So, wide variety.
I anticipate a run here, though, on 2nd and long. Under center. Option play. Lowry keeps it. Still holding on to the football. It's able to slip between a couple of defenders. Nice pickup of the play. Probably about 12 yards from where it is. It's inside the 10-yard line, marked down right at about the 7. Titans need to get the football down to the 4. So it is 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and about 3. Under center one more time goes Lowry. Needing the 4-yard line. Snap, handoff, the give to Wordle. Shakes away from one, finds a seam. It's a touchdown for the T-Area Titans. Sam Wordle, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Over 300 yards rushing this season as well for Sam Wordle. And the Titans lead 13-0. Ashel Lowry calls over the offensive line. And Marshall Smythe to attempt a point after. The kick is on the way. Took a little while to get there, and it's no good. It is wide right with 3:43 left to go first quarter. New score reads T-Area 13, Mitchell 0 on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel. T-Area capitalizes on an interception and a turnover. They take it down the field for another touchdown. The point after from Marshall Smythe, no good. It is 13-0. Titans on top of the Colonels. Late parts, of this first quarter, early parts of this first half. As Smythe will boot it away. End over end kick fielded at the 5-yard line, trying to cut to the left side. This again is Hudson Borgen, and Borgen is not a lot of room to work with here as he's spotted down by the 10, but a very late penalty flag comes out. Would maybe anticipate a face mask, being how late that the penalty flag did come out. That's what it is. Personal foul, face mask penalty charged against T. So that will put Mitchell at the 25-yard line. This Colonels team 1-3 on the season, opened up against Douglas with a victory, but the last 3 weeks again has not been very pretty, losing to Watertown last week 47-14. And then back-to-back shutout losses. Parker Denny with a carry, and he stopped for a tackle on a loss. Great job for T-Area. And with the stop that time for Caleb Coonert. On the AA front tonight, one that we will want to keep an eye on here for T-Area and purposes of like playoffs and seeding and all that other fun. Brookings is at Howard Wood Field taking on Roosevelt. And at the end of the first half, Brookings has a 14-12 lead. Back to throw, TJ Jealous fires left side, incomplete through the hands of his intended target, and Parker Denny. Spearfish and Huron will play tonight at 7. Douglas will host Watertown. Pierre has Yankton, and Sturgis takes on Aberdeen Central. The AA standings, Brookings, the reason I bring them up, they are the only undefeated team left in 11 AA. Everybody else has suffered at least a loss, with Watertown, Spearfish, T-Area all at 3-1 entering tonight. How about Pierre this season, 2-2, which is kind of crazy to believe after what the last 7 years has been for them. Third down for Mitchell. Back to throw is Jealous. Escapes from some pressure. Crossbody throw incomplete. Dangerous pass for TJ Jealous. Coverage put on by Marshall Smythe. It's 4th and long.
Yeah, but Spearfish was definitely a surprise at the beginning of the season, but now they've lost. Pierre being 2-2, that's definitely a fall from where they've been at.
It's interesting to see how 11 AA is unfolding this year. Spearfish opening up the season 3-0 and then falling last week to Aberdeen Central 14-6. As here's on the return on this 4th down. And breaking away from one, cutting back towards the near side is Cole McKinney. Penalty flags fly. McKinney has a wall ahead of him. He's able to juke away from one, but then gets wrapped up by a TJ Jealous, but it's going to come back anyway. We'll get the call, but just a couple extra thoughts on the AA front. Watertown, their only loss this season was to Sioux Falls Jefferson out of Class 11 AAA. Brookings playing their AAA opponent in Roosevelt. T will get Washington to close out the season. That is their AAA opponent.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block. Return team number 34. 15 yards from the foul, first down Titans.
Well, it must be pretty obvious, too, if you have 3 penalty flags on the field for the exact same thing. So, legal blindside block will move the football back to the 45-yard line.
Another good indicator is if you hear the crowd. That's usually a pretty good one when somebody's blocking.
We have a very good crowd on hand here tonight. Homecoming celebration for T area. They had the parade that took place earlier today.
Great parade. Very hot, though.
13-0. Titans take over. 2:34 remaining first quarter. Here's a handoff, and again, running up the middle and trying to break free. Wrestled down from behind is Carter Brown on a carry. Good for a first down inside of Mitchell territory to the 35.
Being tackled by number 8, Hudson Gordon. 19-yard Brown pickup down.
They'll put it at the 36. First and 10. 2:15 remaining here in the first.
And while this is a predominantly running offense, you're going to see a lot of different backs that are carrying the ball. We've got Wordle. We've got Carter Brown as the fullback.
First down at 10, and they're going to get movement.
Cole McKinney would be another one. All great backs, all a little bit different styles.
Sam Wordle looked like he was at a trampoline park there for a moment as the line, he got to his spot on the line of scrimmage after going in motion and was kind of jumping up and down as the ball was being snapped. 5-yard penalty charged against the Titans. Seen that happen a couple of times too. There's just this little extra movement, something that can be easily corrected. As first down and 15. From the 41. Back to throw. Lowry gives it to Wordle. Right side towards the numbers. Lowry with the completion to Wordle out towards the 35.
Some good open field tackles on the far side there.
That's Braden Rendell. Rendell is 6'2", 175-pound junior. Also plays wide receiver for this Colonels team. There's a lot of these Mitchell kids that do play both sides, on the offense and the defensive side. Second down and 9. Under center, Lowry hands it off. Cutting to the near side, a nice carry. Breaking up the middle of the field and still stretching forward. It's a touchdown for the T area Titans. What a nice run for the touchdown, and Dawson Eimers. And just like Andrew brought up, you're going to see a lot of different backs carrying that football tonight, and Eimers takes it to the house. That is his first rushing touchdown this season, and better yet, that's his third rush this season. Coming into today, he's had 2 carries for a grand total of 1 yard.
Titans tried the 2-point. Tried for the 2 points. They failed to pass. So, score is still at 19.
What they do, it's like the old, it goes back to the old Roosevelt High School days and Brent DeBoer and kind of an old school football deal is they send the offensive line off to one side and they just look to see if the defense is going to give you something. They thought they had something there, so Lowry called for the snap and just went for a quick fire pass and complete. But it's just one of the most unique things because you don't see it all that often anymore. But I always say it goes back to the Roosevelt days with Brent DeBoer, who was here, of course, as the athletic director for T area for many, many years. Well, when he was the coach at Roosevelt, he had a couple of guys underneath him. One was Craig Clayberg, who is the activities director now here at T area. Scott Fry was one of his longtime coaches at Roosevelt. He's the head coach here now for the Titans. So it's just kind of trickled its way down. Some of those methods have continued on. It is 19-0. 50 seconds remaining first quarter. Smythe the kick. High up in the air, end over end. A chance to return from the 8-yard line. Cutting towards the near side is Hunter Borgen. Borgen will just kind of prance his way out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
Borgen on the return, knocked out of bounds by number 28 for the Titans.
Mitchell on the offensive side so far in this first quarter, a grand total of 14 yards.
On the play at about the 29-yard line.
And there's a penalty flag out.
During the return, holding. Number 11 on the return team. 10 yards on the foul.
It is a holding penalty against Luke LeBrun of the Mitchell Colonels.
Penalty backs the ball up to the 19-yard line. And the Colonels, they'll take over for
TJ Jellis, the quarterback for Mitchell, so far tonight 1 of 4 passing for 5 yards, 1 interception. Rushing the football, Parker Denny, just 3 carries for a yard.
So we've seen some glimpses of life from the Mitchell Colonels offense, but that Titan defense is persistent.
And they just got back to him again. Jacob Youngye with a sack to make it 2nd down and long. And you're right, and that offensive front for T area has done its job so far tonight with Jacob Youngye. Charlie Leslie has really been in the mix. Chase DeBoer and company.
Well, and if you can't keep the front four out from the backfield, it's going to be really hard to get anything started.
That should bring us to the end of the first quarter unless Mitchell elects to just race to the line of scrimmage here and run a play. But clapping his hands together is Jacob Youngye, and the T-area Titans will head to the near sideline. And they'll switch ends of the field. First quarter in the books here from T-area Titans Stadium. It is the Titans 19, the Mitchell Colonel 0 on the T-area Titans YouTube channel.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count.
Start of the second quarter here from Titans Stadium. Jerry Paleschi, Andrew Griffin joining you. Titans lead 19-0 over Mitchell. Titans in that first quarter, absolutely dominant. 14 plays, 156 yards. Mitchell, 11 plays for 9. TJ Jellis tries to get the pass out to the right side. Incomplete for his intended target in Parker Denny. It's 3rd and long. It has been a struggle, to say the least, for this Mitchell team who held the football for 5 minutes and 43 seconds in that first quarter of play. And TJ Jellis, following that last pass, is now 1 for 5. Titans, the 19 points might seem a little unique. Missed a point after touchdown and then had a 2-point opportunity that was failed. Getting them to the 19. Carter Brown with a rushing touchdown. Sam Wordle also with the touchdown. Dawson Eimers. Firing out to the near side and incomplete, intended for Parker Denny. And it's 4th down for Mitchell.
a good wheel route. Not enough armor underneath that one. Just couldn't make it to the receiver. It was a pretty solid coverage from Smythe as well.
And TJ Jealous is throwing that football from the right hash and trying to go all the way to the near sideline. That's a long throw. Just even take out the yardage in general of going down the field, but then also going side to side. Jealous also the punter. Calls for it. Gets it on this 4th down. It's a high kick up in the air, calling for the fair catch. Storming over, having a dive to get the football is Riley Schwanda. And the Titans will take over 1st down and 10 from the 36.
Just curious, what was the time of possession for T during the 1st quarter?
T held the football for about 6 minutes and 17 seconds. And in that time frame, they ran 14 plays. Leading the way for the Titans so far tonight, Carter Brown, 3 rushes for 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Dawson Eimers with a carry for 35. That also went for a score. Cole McKinney with a carry for 27. 1st down and 10, and this one, thankfully for the Titans, is blown dead as the ball was snapped. Jacob Youngye actually saves T area by having the false start penalty against him because Kingston Nyberg kind of mishandled the snap towards Dawson Lowry, or Dashiell Lowry, excuse me. Lowry was chasing that football back towards midfield. It's 1st and 15 from the 42-yard line.
Well, not the first time we've seen that out of the shotgun either.
1 man in motion from right to left. On this 1st down and 15, this is another false start penalty. Dawson Eimers took off just a hair too early. Cole McKinney's trying to get everybody calmed down. If you're playing indoor football, that is a totally legal motion and move, but it's not the case here. Now the Titans will even take a timeout just to try to calm everybody and just reset. Scott Fry and company all going out there and talking with their team. Back-to-back penalties, a false start, or back-to-back false start penalties even. Will be 1st down and 20 from the 47 following the timeout. Still to come for the Titans. Big one next week. They go on the road to Brookings. 7 o'clock start time at Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium. The campus of South Dakota State. Next time that T area will be at home. It'll be on October 18th against Yankton. Back-to-back road trips. They go to Brookings and then they go to Watertown. Finish off the season at home, back-to-back home games, Yankton and Sioux Falls, Washington. Will also be the first ever meeting between the Titans and the Warriors that will take place. 1st down and 20. Lowry calls for it, back to throw, looking down the field, fires it. Schwanda tries to jump up to grab it, incomplete through his hands. Coverage put on for Braden Rendell.
Great pass. Had enough. Was on the mark. Just couldn't bring it in.
He's 2nd down and 20.
And going back to the Titans facing Brookings next week. Brookings is down right now to Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 19-14. It's looking like they're 9 minutes left in the 3rd.
I anticipate that game kind of going a little back and forth tonight, but Roosevelt a little down too on the AAA ranks from what we're used to seeing from the Rough Riders over the course of the years. As here's a handoff and a give on a 2nd down and 20. And a carry for Dawson Eimers will pick up a couple of yards.
Carry by Eimers to the right side of the line, brought down by number 32, Caden Allen.
Be 3rd and long. Well, apparently Eimers must have bobbled it just at the end of the play, but nonetheless he was marked down. So the ball's at the 43. Titans need to get it down to the 27 for a 1st down. Seen a couple of big runs already here tonight. One for 35. We've seen one for 27, one for 29. See if the Titans keep it on the ground or if they throw. Lowry back to pass, looking down the middle of the field. Fires, completed, and brought in by Eimers. Good for a first down. Eimers all the way down to the 20-yard line. Rendell with a tackle for the Mitchell Colonels, and the Titans are threatening inside the red zone. Clock will roll. 10:52 remaining first half. 19-0 T area. Lowry 3 of 7 passing for 40 yards. His longest completion, the last one, good for 22. High formation this time around. Lowry hands it off. Another carry for Eimers. Eimers down the middle, cuts to the right side, finds a seam, a hole, and a touchdown. Dawson Eimers takes it to the house. It's 25-0. And the Titans have just controlled this game from the word go. The second rushing touchdown for Dawson Eimers tonight. 3 carries for 60 yards. 2 touchdowns. And the Titans have outgained the Mitchell Colonels tonight 203-9 in terms of total yards, as the extra point is good for Marshall Smythe. 10:29 left to go, second quarter. It's T Area 26, Mitchell 0 on the T Area Titans YouTube channel. Titans were faced with a first down and 20, and it didn't matter to them. They still get down the field, good for a touchdown, 21 yards for Dawson Eimers, his second rushing touchdown here tonight. And the Titans lead 26-0 over the Mitchell Colonels. They stopped play as the ball was kicked for another penalty flag. This penalty flag is only about 5 yards way on the far side of the field, past the field, almost at the Mitchell bench. Nonetheless, Titans will try again. Stats starting to add up for the T Area Titans here tonight. 203 total yards, 163 on the ground, 40 through the air. Mitchell has had absolutely no luck on the offensive side, just 9 total yards. 4 rushing, 5 passing. And here we go. Smythe the kick, boots it away. It's a short kick, end over end, fielded at the 20-yard line. Cutting towards the right side is Parker Denny. Denny cuts the right hash marks, and he's spotted down at the 41. Titans defense returns. Defensively for this Titans team, Sam Wordle has 3 total tackles, 2 for a loss. Caleb Coonard also with 2 tackles. Griffin Wiebinga with a couple of tackles tonight, and then there's a whole list of players with 1. So everybody getting into the mix tonight for T Area. If you have touched the field as a defensive player for the Titans, you have a tackle tonight. It's first down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Here's a quick pass that is brought in, but it quickly stopped. Kendon Skinner nowhere to go. What a great stop for Griffin Wiebinga, and it's a loss of 2. Liebenga now with his 3rd total tackle tonight, his 2nd for a loss. Might not be giving the point after attempts tonight, but Griffin is doing a pretty good job on the defensive front. 2nd down and 12 from the 39. Option play, Jealous flips it over right side. And again, not a lot of room to go. It's a pickup of 2. Titans have 3 players coming out of the bottom of the pile. Also includes Hayden Belos, the 6'3" sophomore. Carter Christensen was over there. And it's 3rd and long again for Mitchell. Third down and 9. 3 receivers set to the right side for TJ Jealous. Gives it that direction. It is caught and nowhere to go for Hunter McGee. Pickup of 3. It's 4th down and 7. Titans will send 2 back again as Jealous will set up the punt. TJ Jealous tonight is 5th punt just about to take place, averaging about 42 yards per attempt. Here's the kick. This one a nice one. High up in the air, coming up to get it at the 25-yard line is Cole McKinney. He's at the numbers at the 30. Penalty flag flies as he just kind of trots his way across the 45, knocked out of bounds towards the 50. Well, you can hear some of the crowd members from behind not very happy with the penalty flag that flew, so you can assume that this is going against T.
And it's those penalties are just mounting up, which I mean that's something that they'll end up addressing, whether it's during halftime or before the next game. But this is something that you play against a team where you're not getting as many stops, and these penalties mounting up will definitely have an impact later on in the season.
Titans will take over 1st down and 10, marked at the 19-yard line. You bring up those penalties. The Titans tonight now with 9 penalties for 75 yards. 1st and 10 from the 19. Lowry under center. Play action, rolling to the near side. Stops, hit, dropped. Sacked in the backfield for Luke LeBrun. And that will set up a 2nd down and long for the T-area Titans with the ball marked all the way back near the 10. Spotted officially, it looks like at the 12. Under 8 minutes remaining, first half of play. 7:55 and rolling, 26-0 T. I have a feeling that Dashiell Lowry is going to maybe feel that one in the morning too. It's those moments you plant yourself and you're about ready to throw where you get hit that probably hurt the most. Lowry option play. Still looking, has the football, gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Defensive front, shooting over, and it looked like Rocky Clark was maybe one of the defensive linemen that was over there on the stop, and the tackle for the Mitchell Colonels. Joining him was Noah Pudwell. 3rd and long, as the clock hits 7 minutes left to go, 2nd quarter. It's 3rd down and 18. Lowry out of the shotgun. Drops back, looks left, fires left, down the field, incomplete. Just a little too strong on the outside for Tyler Reed. Saw Reed mix in last week, rushing the football. Haven't seen him a whole lot in terms of receiving the ball this year, but now working in as a wide receiver. And the Titans will punt the football away.
And you kind of get the feeling that the previous play was kind of a setup for that wheel route there, so you didn't have to throw it so far from the other hash. And it was it was right there. It's one of those that, probably like 9 times out of 10, you make it in practice. This is one time you're just a little off.
Shonda's kick on the punt marks Mitchell back at the 45-yard line of T area. His longest punt tonight, he's had 2 of them. His longest went for 34 yards. Mitchell takes over, first down and 10 from the T45. They do so at 6:49 remaining in the second quarter. TJ Jealous, high snap, puts it down into the body. And a nice rush. One of their longest plays of the night so far for Mitchell. On the carry this time for Hudson Borgen.
And I believe this has to be their best field position of the night as well.
It is their best field position. Longest play tonight in general for Mitchell has been 14 yards, and that was off a quarterback draw from TJ Jealous. In terms of an actual rush, that's not a quarterback draw and a handoff, that was their longest rushing play tonight. If you want to go that technical, that direction. Ooh, what a hit. Sam Wordle just knocked the socks straight off the feet of Hudson Borgen on what was second down. He'll be feeling that one in the morning.
And that is just true middle linebacker behavior from Sam Wordle. He sees the gap. He shoots that gap. He makes the tackle.
He saw that gap immediately. That's how quick and reactive he was. Play had no chance to even develop. What a defensive read for Sam Wordle. It's 3rd down and 7, 5:34 remaining here in the second quarter. Wordle blitzes in the face of TJ Jealous, incomplete as he tries to go over the middle. Pressure put on by Wordle causes the pass to be errant. It is 4th down.
Incomplete. Pressure in the backfield by number 56, Hayden Vilas. Bring up the 4th and 7.
So Mitchell right now almost looks like they're going to keep the offense out, but now they're exchanging. Trailing 26-0 with 5:26 remaining in the second quarter inside T territory. Colonels will elect to punt the football away instead. McKinney and Schwanda will be the 2 back deep. Jealous gets the football and gets it away. The ball trails its way inside the 10-yard line where McKinney calls for a fair catch near the 8.
Fair catch by McKinney at the 8-yard line. Titans will take over 1st and 10,
5:20 on the clock, T-area football. And we'll start thinking and wondering, though. You're down by 26 points. You're inside T territory, your best field position. I know it's 4th and 7, but you punt the football away instead of going for it. It's kind of throwing out just the idea.
Well, we said it already. That was their best field position. You haven't seen anything like that before. Some cases you might as well just go for it.
Lowry out of the gun, hands it off. Tyler Reed with a carry this time on a 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. He pushes the football out to the 11. Clock will roll with 5:05 left to go in the second quarter.
Quick update on the Brookings and Sioux Falls Roosevelt score. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is now up 26-14.
Rough Riders starting to pull away. Again, if Brookings were to lose tonight, every team in AA will have at least suffered 1 loss this season. There's a handoff given and another carry straight up the middle for Sam Wordle. And Wordle will pick up a nice chunk, setting up a 3rd and manageable.
Brought down by number 67, Briar Stack. Bring up 3rd and 3 for the Titans offense.
Game's coming up in about 10 minutes. You got Spearfish hosting Huron tonight. Pierre is at home against Yankton. Douglas will host Watertown, who is 3-1, ranked number 1. And on this 3rd down and short, Tyler Reed with a carry, good for a 1st down.
Carry up the middle, number 17, Tyler Reed, brought down by Luke LeBrun, but out for another Titan 1st down.
Sturgis will host Aberdeen Central tonight. That will begin at 7:30. Titans kind of taking their time. This clock's at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Faking the handoff, Lowry. Comes to the near side and then tries to spin, but not falling for it is Mason Kemp.
Lowry, short gain of the play, is going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Lowry picks up a hair. It's 2nd down and long.
I believe that's the third keep that Lowry has had on those options. And McKinney had plenty of space on that one, too.
Here's 2nd down and 9. Handoff given for Sam Wordle, and he's just trying to push everybody out of the way as he fights his way for about 5 yards. It will be 3rd down and about 3. But again, that clock now under 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Dashel Lowry, by the way, in this first half of play has doubled up his passing attempts that he's had so far this season. Now, granted, he's now been the starter for a couple of games, but he entered tonight with only 7 attempts. As he gives the handoff and lowering the shoulder, trying to fight for the first down. The Titans will get it for Cole McKinney out to the 35. Lowry officially, as it stands right now, is 3 of 8 passing for 40 yards. He's been sacked the one time, and rushing the football, Lowry with 6 total yards on 4 carries. Dawson Eimers leading the Titans total yardage tonight with 60. 1st down and 10. Option play, flipping it over. Here's Sam Wordle with a carry outside the numbers on the far side of the field, and he's pushed out of bounds. Nice pickup of 7 or 8 again, and the clock's at 1:50 and rolling. Well, I guess he went out a little bit sooner than I thought he did. 2nd down and about 5. Ball's at the 41. Titans have 2 out of their 3 timeouts remaining. They took one after a couple consecutive false start penalties just to reset everybody. They have 2 timeouts to work with. Counter play, handoff given, Wordle, 1st down, and he stopped shy of midfield near the 48. There's going to be the timeout, the 2nd timeout taken for T area. Scott Fry was right there to call for it. That will stop the clock with 1:19 remaining here in the second. So you know the Titans, of course, want to get another touchdown on the board here going into the half and push this commanding lead that already sits at 26-0 even further. On the way for Mitchell after this, they get Aberdeen Central in their homecoming game. And then Brandon Valley will head to Mitchell on October the 11th. That Brandon Valley team very good out of Class 11 AAA this season. Matt Christensen has those boys playing very good football.
That has been a very good team for the last few years.
Mitchell ends their season on the road back-to-back weeks at Huron at Yankton. From the 48-yard line, 1st down and 10. Just shy of midfield for T area. Two receivers set to the right side. Handoff given to Tyler Reed. Reed, nice hesitation, draws a block in front of him, and that's going to help propel him forward for a pickup of 5. But there's the last used timeout for the Titans. Oh, never mind. Helmet came off. And that's what stopped the clock. So never mind, timeout was not taken. It is 2nd down and 4. Clock's at 1:09. Sam Wordle is now on the sideline for T area. I believe it was his helmet that popped off. The officials are talking about this because I believe the clock should still be running. It's currently stopped at 1:09, and it will. So now they start winding the clock. 2nd down and 4 over the middle. Lowry caught by Schwanda at the 25-yard line, stumbles over his feet and his toes, and he's marked down at the 16-yard line. A great strike.
But you can see that Schwanda really not happy that he was tripped up there because he saw some space, and all I could see in front of him was green field.
Clock
he really wanted that score.
is rolling, 50 seconds remaining. Second quarter. And a false start. Marshall Smythe jumped on the far side, lined up at wide receiver.
ball. Ball start. Offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty. Still first
The wide receiver's getting a little jumpy here tonight. They'll line up the same. Clock will roll. 45 seconds left in the second.
When they're getting passes from Lowry, you can see why.
Over the middle, caught, touchdown, T-area, Dawson Eimers. This time through the air, his 3rd overall touchdown, his first receiving touchdown this evening, and it's 32-0 T. Have yourself a night, Dawson Eimers. That is Dawson Eimers' first receiving touchdown this season. And the Titans will attempt the point after. In a traditional setup with Marshall Smythe the kick. Lowry to hold. Here's the kick on the way, and this one is good. Just 39 seconds left to go before halftime. We'll just hold on here. But it is now 33-0 T-area. With just a matter of those 39 seconds left to go, a dominant first half for this Titans team who already has almost 300 total offensive yards. 292 as it sits right now. And for Mitchell tonight, just 15.
Well, and you look at the big difference between Douglas last week to Mitchell this week. T's not giving up the big plays. They may be getting the penalties, but they're not giving up big plays, whether it's on special teams or through the air or running on the ground.
That was the first play for Douglas last week. They ripped off a run that set them up in T territory. It did not do anything for Douglas. They were not able to jump all over that or make anything of use of it, but you're right, for T, they have not let any play just go down the field on them at all, at any point throughout the course of this one from Mitchell. The longest pass tonight for the Colonels has been for 5 yards. The longest play has been a quarterback draw for 14. Then you account for all the yards, of course, that have been on the tackles for a loss. That all gets taken away. And we'll see if Mitchell elects to try anything here with just 32 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And based on the decision that was made when they last had the football and they were inside of T territory, they had it 4th down and 7, and they elected to punt the football away. I'm not anticipating anything super crazy here from the Colonels. I could be totally wrong, but I'm just not anticipating it. TJ Jealous out of the pistol formation. Calls for it, looking down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Looking for the big tight end in Logan Bessler. And it will be 2nd down and 10. TJ Jealous, the quarterback, goes all the way to the far sideline towards the head coach, Pat Larson. Hit the play call.
I am a little surprised that they call for a pass. They do have a batted ball and an interception off of it.
It was just kind of an interesting motion as well for Jealous in the way that he released that football, trying to go down the middle, only a couple of yards out. Wordle goes on the blitz, and here's a quick pass left side, and plenty of room given on a nice reception and pulled in for Coy Olson. Olson also a tall kid in his senior year. He's 6'3" as well. And it's hard to say that a 6'3" kid got lost, but he somehow did. But Jealous was able to find him. 9 seconds left. Firing over the middle and intercepted. Dawson Eimers picks off the football, and he's just going to trot out of bounds. And that will end the first half of play as the clock hits 0. How about Dawson Eimers here tonight? 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, and an interception on the stat book as he leads his T-area Titans into the locker room, leading 33-0.
And that's just the way that the Titans play, someone is going to step up during that week. They're going to have a big week, and it's just going to be that person's night. It was Cole McKinney last week, and this week it just happens to be Eimers.
The team will make their way towards the locker room, which is all the way inside the high school, which you can see in the background. It's a long way to go for them, and Mitchell will do the same. But it is 33-0 here at halftime. We will bring you the T-Area Marching Band. They will have their performance here tonight as part of their homecoming festivities. We'll have stats. We'll have more at the start of the second half coming up in roughly about 23 minutes' time. Thanks for joining us tonight on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel. The band coming up next.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in South Dakota needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing.
Competitive season starts tomorrow in Laverne, Minnesota, where they will be competing in both the street and field show competitions. The T-Area High School Band is under the direction of Stephanie Rannick, assisted by Tim Dinkman, Caitlin Niles, and T alum Hannah Hank are the color guard instructors. T-Area alum Dana Levan is the drumline instructor. Color guard captains are Savannah Stanke and Grace Freeheim, and percussion section leaders are Isaac Bullis, Jaden Nodal, and Meredith Decker. The drumline majors for the 2024 Titan Marching Band are Madeline Havlin, Sage Fanning, and Skyland Roser. Colors by Randall Standridge is a vibrant and dynamic competition that explores the vivid palette of emotions and moods through music. With its rich textures and colorful orchestra, this piece masterfully uses music colors to evoke a wide range of feelings and imagery, from bold, energetic passages to serene and introspective moments. Colors offers a compelling journey through the expressive power of sound. The T-Area Titan Band hopes you enjoy tonight's performance, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, to cheer loud. T-Area High School Band drum majors, is your band ready? Yeah!
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the okay. And then now you can top this. So, where's your, that's the other one? Yeah. And here's some other people. I'll create two other people. Like, I'm gonna make a baby. I'm gonna need help making a baby. Oh, don't make babies. You wanted to talk.
50-50 drawing. Get out your tickets. Total $420 tonight. Titan 50-50 drawing. 255 423 888. And just come on up to the press box. Either side of the door you can enter. 255 423 888. Give you a few minutes to get up here, or we will redraw.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in South Dakota needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents?
October 5th. Check out the TAHS Sports Boosters page for more information to register. Ladies and gentlemen, T-Area Titans competitive dance team.
Mom, where'd Elijah and Dad go? They're waiting down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your T-Area Titans competitive dance team. Best of luck to them tomorrow in Harrisburg.
Oh, do you want to go down the way? Yeah, I'm kind of just around that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a missing item that has been turned in at the stores booth up here. It's a Hyundai key fob with a auto start attached to it and then a lost Apple key fob attached to that. So we have those up here in the press box. Just bring your $20 finder's fee and we'll give you your keys back.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in South Dakota needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the STHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in South Dakota. This message presented by the STHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the STHSAA.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in South Dakota.
This message presented by the STHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Working our way towards the start of the second half from T-Area Titan Stadium. Jerry Paleschi joined by the University of South Dakota Hall of Famer Andrew Griffin, and it is a 33-0 Titans lead here at the break, in which T-Area just dominated and controlled the entire first half of play. 32 total offensive plays for 292 offensive yards. The Titans held the football for 13 minutes exactly in that first half. Dawson Eimers has had himself a night here tonight. He really hasn't mixed in much on the offensive side coming into today's game. In total, from what I'm told, he's had 10 offensive snaps, period, coming into today's game. And he has sure cashed in here this evening, as Eimers with 3 rushes for 60 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then also 2 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown. And, well, Andrew, he also had an interception on the defensive side. He's been all over the field here this evening for the T-Area Titans. And you brought it up right towards the end of the first half that it always seems to be one of these kids that just kind of takes over the game. Last week we saw it with Cole McKinney. It's Dawson Eimers' week.
And that's just the way it's been. And any given week, it's going to be one person. It's just going to be their standout night.
Carter Brown with 3 rushes for 49 yards and a touchdown. Sam Wordle with 7 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown as well. Dashel Lowry throwing the football tonight. 5 for 10 passing, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. That one to Eimers. Sam Wordle with 2 grabs for 18. Riley Schwanda with a grab for 30. The other side for Mitchell hasn't been very pretty. 22 total offensive plays in the first half, 29 total offensive yards. They also picked up just 1 first down total. TJ Jellis throwing the football tonight, 4 of 12, 2 interceptions, 19 total passing yards. Coy Olson with the grab for 14. Parker Denny with a grab for 5, and Hunter McGee 1 catch for 2. Kendon Skinner with a catch for -2. TJ Jellis, the quarterback, leading rusher, 3 attempts, 5 total net yards. His longest carry did go for 14, but you start talking about those tackles for a loss. That's where everything kind of goes haywire for Mitchell. Titans kicked off to start the game. They'll take the football here to start the second half, going straight down the middle of the field. Schwanda with a nice return past the 30-yard line to the 34. And here comes the Titans offense. 33-0, 11:54 left to go. Third quarter just underway as the Titans bring this offensive unit that just went under 300 yards in the first half.
I mean, just as tenacious as the defense is, the offense has been incredibly persistent. Even when they've been backed up off of penalties, they just won't quit. We saw that after that last touchdown.
This Titans offensive unit, by the way, this season has averaged 400 yards a game. Here's a handoff to get things going right away. Not a lot of room to work with on the carry this time around. It's Cole McKinney. He's going to lose a yard, actually. Makes it second down and 11. The outside, Caden Allen with a tackle for Mitchell. Lowry will go out of the shotgun. 2 tailbacks with him on a second down and 11. A little bit of a bobbled snap, but he's able to put it straight into the gut of Sam Wordle. He's breaking free down the right hash marks, tripped up from behind, and the touchdown-saving tackle made for Hudson Borgen. But the Titans are inside a Colonel territory down to the 31.
36-yard Sam Wordle rush.
What a run for Sam Wordle. Hudson Borgen with a couple of tackles tonight for this Mitchell Colonel defense. That is his 8th. He's the team leader. Titans threatening, leading by 33. Handoff, Tyler Reed has plenty of space on the left side, looking for an extra block, and picks up 7.
Handoff number 17, Tyler Reed.
Down to the 34.
Brought down to the Colonels by Borgen. Gain of 7 for Reed, brings up second and 3.
Wordle returns. Reed will check out. Lowry will go into the huddle for the play call. Two receivers stretch out to the right side. Calling for it on the second down. Lowry has to just kind of get it into the belly here of Cole McKinney. It was a little bit of a bobbled snap. Lowry corrals, but then had to. This should almost go down as a pass, technically, with the way that that ball was just kind of flipped up over to it.
A little shovel pass.
A little bit of a shovel pass. You're right on that. If our statistician, who is the best in the region, without question, and I would put him up against anybody, if he puts that as a rush, I might have to question him on that one.
But even on the rush, McKinney making a guy miss right at the end of that run too.
First and 10 from the 11-yard line, sprinting and bursting through, stretching towards the goal line is McKinney. He's down at the 1. It's a first down for the Titans, but it's first and goal from the 1. McKinney wanted that bad. He was doing everything he could to try to get that football across the white line.
And it really is fun to watch the stable of running backs that we have. Just all the differences in how they run and the styles.
Last time the Titans were in this position at the 1-yard line, it was a feed to Carter Brown. He's lined up right behind Dashel Lowry, the quarterback. Handoff given from left to right. Cole McKinney into the end zone. Touchdown. Titans reward Cole McKinney for the nice rush for 10 on the prior play. And they give him the touchdown rush, and the Titans lead by 39. Marshall Smythe to attempt the point after. And then the kick on the way, and the kick is good. Well, 8:57 left to go here in the third quarter, and the new score is T Area 40, Mitchell 0. And that will also kick in the mercy rule. Here at Titan Stadium, the clock will be a running clock pretty much the entire way through here, unless Mitchell is able to cut the deficit, I believe, to 19. So we'll have a running clock the rest of the way. Titans started the half. The rule, by the way, goes in after a 35-point lead. So when the Titans came out to start the second half at the 33-point margin, was not in effect, but that touchdown puts it over that mark, obviously. But that will kick in that running clock.
And we were just shy of that 35-point mark in the first half. It was two missed attempts, point after attempts, were the deciding factor of that, but made up for that in the first series of the second half here.
Here's the kick from Smythe from left to right. And the Colonels will let this one go into the end zone for a touchback. Marshall Smythe has done a really good job this season in terms of kickoffs. As for him this season, he's put a couple of them into the end zone for a touchback. He's kicked off now 7 times, by the way, 2 touchbacks. Last week, it was just constant, it felt like, for him getting that football into the back of the end zone and setting up the opponent at the 20-yard line. That's where Mitchell will take over. The clock will run. 8:55 left to go. Third quarter, 40-0 T. Here's a high snap. TJ Jealous pulls it down, and he's hit and dropped. My, oh my. T is right there, along with Jacob Youngye and company. That will be a second down and about 15 after a loss of 5. Carter Brown credited with a tackle. Charlie Leslie also getting in some work on the defensive line. He typically lines up at defensive tackle. Second down and 15. Jealous back to pass. Fires right side, incomplete. Clock continues to run. 8:10 remaining third quarter. Titans on the verge of moving to 4-1, barring a 42-point outburst for Mitchell here in the second half. Mitchell with a couple of home games coming up for them against Aberdeen Central and Brandon Valley. Titans, on the other hand, they get a big one against Brookings on the road next week. Here's a rush up the middle. It's going to pick up about 8 yards.
Bringing up Brookings, update on the score. They are down 26-21, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but they have the ball.
Keep an eye on that as Mitchell will look to punt the football away.
Other scores around the region, around South Dakota, Yankton is up 14-0 against Pierre. Watertown is up 14-0 against Douglas. Spearfish is up 7-0 against Huron. And Sturgis Brown and Aberdeen Central have not yet started.
A lot of those games just kicked off about 30 minutes ago and already points on the board. The kick for TJ Jealous was blocked by his own player. And the Titans will take the football over at the 11-yard line, and I believe that is TJ Jealous, the quarterback, and the punter who is down on the turf. His own player running into him. I believe that was Jackson Hartman, who was the one that kind of ran into him, was being pushed backwards. And that will stop the clock with 6:40 left to go here in the third. TJ being helped up, and not putting a whole lot of weight on that left leg. Titans will take over first down and 10 following the injury from the Mitchell 11.
New quarterback in as well.
Titans will go under center. Handoff given, and he spun around and put down for Brady Tapia. Clock will roll. Under 6 minutes left. Third quarter. Titans threatening one more time. Here's the snap and the handoff. The give to Tyler Reed. Reed nowhere to go. Going to lose 2 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Quarterback in is Mitch Grant. He is a freshman. Had some playing time last week against Douglas. Cole Northrup currently out on the field as well. He'll line up at wide receiver. Parker Wilson straight behind Mitch Grant. Faking the handoff. Grant rolling to the near side on this 3rd down and 11. Looking towards the end zone. Fires. Caught. Back pylon. Touchdown. T-Area. Cole Northrup with the touchdown reception. It's 46-0.
Pass by Mitch Grant. Catch by Cole Northrup in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
And to be out on the kick out on that in the open field, you got defenders chasing you. What poise by the freshman to just get that ball out.
First passing touchdown for Mitch Grant. Here's the point after on the way. And it is up and in. 4:55 remaining, third quarter. New score, T-Area 47, Mitchell 0. Here on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel. First passing touchdown for the freshman, Mitch Grant. Cole Northrup gets the reception, and the Titans lead 47-0. 4:55 left to go, third quarter. Titans just boot this one short, fielded at the 30-yard line, and the Colonels will push it ahead to the 43.
That was Kylie Pendergast on the kickoff on that.
1 of 1 passing for Mitch Grant, 12 yards on the touchdown connection for Cole Northrup, his first receiving touchdown as well. So the clock is rolling in the Mercy Rule. 47-0 the score. And Mitchell will also have a new quarterback in. And that will be Jackson Hartman. Hartman, a junior. 175 pounds. His quarterback and Tristan Jellis, who I've been told goes by TJ, so I've been calling him TJ tonight. But Tristan went down with an injury off the last punt for Mitchell. So he's currently on the sideline. The other usual suspects out of the starting lineup for the Colonels still out onto the field. Back to pass. Goes Hartman. He shakes away from one. Fires towards the near sideline. It's up in the air. Coming back to grab it. It is a reception and a completion that is made all the way down towards the 15-yard line. I think that was Gage Schmidt for the Mitchell Colonels, who had the football go straight into his belly as he came back for it. And there's a Colonels player that is down on the ground. That's the center. That's Aiden Wood.
Number 5, Kanan Bonenberger, and number 23, Kate Korleski.
Largest play of the game for the Mitchell Colonels.
And I believe
that one goes for 38 yards, and that is the center for Mitchell and Aiden Wood.
That is the backups that have come out on the defense as well.
Titans getting plenty of players out onto the field here on homecoming night. First and 10 for Mitchell. Looking to get on the scoreboard, trailing 47-0. Hartman puts a man in motion. Sweep play left side. Trying to find a seam. And being pushed out of bounds is Hudson Borgen. Borgen will pick up 7 or 8. It'll be second down and short. They actually gave a first down for Mitchell. Sweep play right side. Borgen's going to take another attempt, and T is right there. Shooting over for a tackle, I believe it was Parker Wilson. What a job for Parker Wilson. Lined up at linebacker. And that is one that you would see on a hype video. Tackle for a loss credited to Parker. He's a senior this year, by the way.
And you know what Wordle and Wilson have in common? Wrestlers.
Yep. You don't want to be, put down on the turf by either of them. They're both powerful. They go through that gap or anything along those lines, you are in for a hit. Here's a pass over the middle, incomplete. Wrestling season not that far away. The offensive coordinator, by the way, for the T-Area Titans, and John Neeson, head coach of the wrestling team. So, they're ready to go. If you haven't been to a home match either, if you're a Titans fan, you haven't been to a home match, they typically will do a duel against Rapid City Central every year. They have a couple other big events. You got to go. They're fun. It's
a fun watch. I've covered a couple of those. We've actually picked up more streams for that. We've had 2 duels in the last couple of years against Rapid City Central, and then we usually have a couple more matchups as well.
Here's third down, and Parker Wilson again blows the play up. It makes it fourth down. Another tackle for a loss, his second one of the drive. It is fourth down and goal.
The big one this last year was the tournament that we hosted. That was a lot of fun to watch.
44 seconds, all that's left here in the third quarter with the clock running due to the mercy rule. But it is fourth down and goal.
Brings up fourth and goal from there.
Volleyball team, by the way, coming up tomorrow. They're at the Sanford Pentagon, for my understanding, very early matchups. 9:15 a.m. start against Wagner, and then I believe it's 10:30 against Del Rapids. Pentagon's hosting, I think, 28 teams, if I'm not mistaken on that. Here comes a timeout for Mitchell with just 9 seconds left in the quarter. Reason for that, the play clock technically was winding down. But 28 teams at the Sanford Pentagon. Tomorrow, Titans, a couple of big matchups for them, and early morning matchups. They still have a couple of home dates coming up, too, that are intriguing. Sioux Falls, Washington will come to T-area on the volleyball front. So we can say Kelly Schroeder, the head coach of the Washington Warriors, a T resident. So probably doesn't want me sharing that, though. It would be nice to see him being able to coach in his own backyard, even though he's for the other side. 8 seconds, all that's left. Out of the timeout, Mitchell will have it, 4th down and goal.
And I think that Lennox matchup is coming up on Monday.
Monday, that's a big one, too. Hartman with a handoff, trying to go down the middle, getting a push forward, and just shy, 1 yard shy. And it's a turnover on downs at the end of the third quarter. The Titans will take the football when we come back. 3 quarters in the books. And it's T-Area 47, Mitchell 0 on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel.
And also
Start of the fourth quarter here at Titan Stadium. Jerry Palesci here, joining you for the T-Area Titans YouTube channel. Andrew Griffin, Les Schroeder, Shad Hockey, Pete Roberts, Ryan Hilgeman, the entire staff here at Titan Stadium helping bring this broadcast to you. It's been all T-Area, 369 total offensive yards on 41 plays. Mitchell with 89 yards, 32 total plays. And on top of all of it, if you look at the third quarter in general, the Mitchell Colonels had 60 total offensive yards, which is way more than what they had in the first half. But unfortunately for them, they had a 4th down and goal from the 10-yard line and came up a yard short. T-Area takes over the football, 1st down and 10 from their own 1-yard line, and breaking free is Mitch Grant. The freshman quarterback with a quarterback keeper is just in a foot race. Breaks off to the right side. He's at the 20-yard line. Tries to cut back, and he's tackled down inside the 10. Mitch Grant had a long way to go, but unfortunately, and I see what you did there, you kept the camera over there because there is a penalty flag out. And it's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Mitchell. Well, thought for a second this is coming back for a hold or something along those lines, and instead Mitch Grant decides he's going to just take the football. He's going to run about 90 yards, 95 to be exact, as they put the ball at the 5. And then you tack the penalty. And the Titans are threatening. 1st down and goal. A freshman quarterback under center with a handoff given. And an easy, smooth ride to the end zone for Tyler Reed. Well, it's not very often you only need 2 plays to go 99 yards for a touchdown. The Titans just did it. It's 53-0. You know, Mitch Grant is going to get just a little bit of grief there from some of his teammates and coaches of needing to put the speed on a little bit more for those final 5 yards.
Well, and we have a great track program that would love to take Mitch Grant on.
Here's the kick on the point after. It's on the way. It is through. We'll just hold on here. But all joking aside, what a run for Mitch Grant. And, he was excited about it, and you could just sense as soon as he hit about the 40-yard line, it was going to be a bit of a tough go to get towards the end zone. He tried to make a move. But credit to Mitchell and the track down tackle from Mason Kempf to save at that point the touchdown. But one play later, it's Tyler Reed into the end zone. 10:49 to play, 54-0. A dominant performance here for T-Area.
And how about Mitch Grant coming in? He gets a pass for his first touchdown, first series. When they take over, and then to come back in the next series, run it for 95 yards, and then hand it off to Tyler Reed, get another touchdown. It's got to be a great feeling as a freshman to be able to be on that varsity level and just know that you're able to contribute.
And it's all good experience too, and it's fun watching this near sideline here because Brenner Conrad, who is out with the knee injury, who would be the starting quarterback. Mitch Grant would be the third option, if you would, for the T-Area Titans. But you look at somebody that you could classify as a leader and somebody that is there for his teammates. It is definitely Brenner Conrad in the way that he has just been hyping up his entire team on the sideline, but keeping an eye on him. He's in jersey number 15, if you're keeping an eye on that near sideline. He's wearing some tan shorts tonight. Kind of lost in the pile right now, but he has been firing everybody up and doing so as a great leader for somebody that suffered a knee injury that probably is going to put him out for the rest of the year. But it's a good quality to have. If you suffer something like that, it says a lot about your character to just be out and be cheering on your teammates.
Yeah, and that's just the type of person that Brenner Conrad is. He's going to be there for his teammates. He's going to be there to just hype everybody up, even whether or not he's going to be on the field or off the field.
Mitchell will have it first down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Snap. No handoff and wrestled down. Nowhere for Jackson Hartman to even try to get rid of the football. And another tackle for Ethan Miller in this Titans second team unit on the defensive side.
Some quick updates on scores. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, and Brookings is done. Roosevelt won 26-21. It's very close, but they managed to get the ball back right at the very end. Watertown is up on Douglas 27-0. That's 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Yankton is up 14-0 against Pierre. That's 11 minutes in the second. Spearfish up 7-0 against Huron.
Here's a throw over the middle. It is picked off. Intercepted for the Titans. Another interception for the T-Area Titans.
And it is Cole Northrup on the interception. So he gets a pass for a touchdown, gets an interception on the defensive end.
Cole McKinney greets him on the near sideline. Well, we said Dawson Eimers, have yourself a night, and now Colt Northrup from the second string unit. He's making the most of his opportunity this evening. First down, 10 yards to go for T-Area, 8:42 and counting remaining, leading 54-0. Grant goes under center. Hands it off. And a loss of a yard.
And right before that interception, I was talking about Spearfish Huron. That game, and 1 minute left in the second. So the Spearfish is up 7-0 over Huron.
So every team in Class 11 AA now after tonight will have at least one loss on their resume. Brookings and Watertown, both of them, their losses to Class 11 AAA schools. Watertown lost to Jefferson first week of the season. Brookings falling tonight to Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Titans won't see their AAA opponent until the final game of the season when they take on the Washington Warriors. Here's a handoff, trying to go down the middle of the field. Nice chunk of yards, about 7 on the pickup out to the 45-yard line. And the clock will continue to roll with about 7:30 left. New offensive lineman coming out onto the field. Titus Zeraf will check in. He's a sophomore.
And you know Chad Berger would just love if you would name out some of those offensive linemen.
It is third down. Here's a handoff given. Working the left side, stiff arm, gives a couple of extra room for Tapia, and he will get the first down across midfield. The extra effort paying off, putting the football down at the 48-yard line of the Colonels. Looks like Rylan Birch is out there on the offensive line. Grant will go under center on a first down and 10. 6.5 minutes left to go. Handoff off the left side. Another 4-yard pickup. It was Cade Korleski with the carry that time. Tyson DeYoung also on that offensive line right now for T area. Second down and 6. So hit the 6-minute mark left to play. Sweep right side. Korleski with a carry. Gets a first down and out towards the 35 and stopped at the 34. Titans continue to get those first downs. That's their 20th of the game. On the other side, Mitchell tonight just 3. Titans defense has just swarmed over to the Colonels, suffocated them here tonight. And then offensively, this Titans team just 4 yards away from 500 total. And they cross it here.
And up to the 32,
Ryder Hendrickson with a carry. 7-yard pickup, second down and 3. So with that rush, T area now at over 500 offensive yards tonight, 503 to be exact. 400 dead even on the ground, by the way. Second down and 3. Handoff up the middle, good for a first down. Just willing and pushing their way forward, moving the sticks one more time here for the Titans.
Carry by number 20, Avery Hangman. 6-yard carry.
Bonenberger checks in as well now for T area. Caden, a junior.
Tackled by 53, Brandon Punt.
Zachary Ryland will also check in. The Titans looking to get everybody worked into this game one way or another, with now 4 minutes to go.
Now, we've been mentioning our freshman QB, and that freshman team. We're talking about the largest class that T has ever had as the freshman. And right now, that freshman team, 3-2 on the season. So pretty solid team.
Who have they played? You know, as you look at their schedule and you're looking at the development of this team as they continue to move their way towards, you know, as they continue to grow older towards their junior, senior years when they get up to the varsity level. But it's a transition for everybody. You know, the AA schools, and this is now, I believe, year 4 for AA for T. As here's a run to the near side. Tough exchange trying to get that football on the left arm.
But year 1 for everybody else.
But schedule-wise, you're building all that up. And when you start looking at the standard competition, the teams, and those that you're normally going to see.
And you're talking about the freshman team has played all AAA teams. They beat Sioux Falls, Washington, 19-18, beat Brandon Valley, 20-14, beat Harrisburg, 14-6, lost to O'Gorman by 1 point, 19-18, and lost to Sioux Falls Jefferson 7-0.
And truth be told, a lot of that is mostly because of the fact that a lot of the schools in the AA ranks don't necessarily have a freshman team. They have a JV squad, but maybe not necessarily a freshman team, whereas the Sioux Falls schools, they got pretty much every level that you can think of. Here's an attempted rush to the right side for Zachary Ryland. Kind of danced around a little too much. He's going to lose yardage. Sets up a 4th and long. 2:17 to go.
But as far as development goes for T area, I mean that's the best way that they're going to be able to develop is playing those Sioux Falls schools and just being able to really continue building this program.
It is 4th down. 4th and 12, under 2 minutes. 2 minutes left to go. Grant hands it off. Dancing around, juking. Not anywhere close to a first down, but a nice carry for the Titans and C.J. Slack. Turnover on downs. It will be Mitchell football.
Colonels will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here tonight, the Titans have had a grand total of 13 different rushers. Sam Wordle, 8 attempts, 76 yards, and a touchdown here tonight.
Opposite of the scoreboard, home team will exit on the south end to get you out of here. There are 2 exits out of the stadium tonight.
54-0, 50 seconds left. The quarterback, Jackson Hartman, puts a man in motion, a rush right up the middle, and a pickup of 9. The Colonels do not have to run another play. Although it looks like their quarterback and Hartman, he wants them to. So he went over to Pat Larson on the far sideline. They're saying, let's go. But the whistle went off at 40 seconds, so technically they probably would have let it go anyway. But nonetheless, they don't have to run a play here. 10 seconds left. They break the huddle. 8 seconds. Down to 7, 5, 4. We'll see if Mitchell gets the snap. They do. With 2 seconds left. Hartman, deep shot down the field. Easy interception. It is picked off one more time. And could it be once again as the game ends? And that is Cole Northrup, who will get his 2nd pick of the night. Give him a receiving touchdown this evening, and mercifully it's over. Your final score, T area 54, Mitchell 0. Titans move to 4-1 on their season. Mitchell will fall to 1-4. Coming up next for the Colonels, they are at home celebrating their homecoming against Aberdeen Central. T area will head out on the road. Week from tonight, they will go to Brookings, and that game is very, very intriguing. Next week, a 7 o'clock start time. Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium on the campus of South Dakota State University. T area and Brookings. It's going to be a fun one.
That'll be a really good matchup, just with Brookings only having lost to a AAA team in Sioux Falls Roosevelt today, which came down to the wire, came down to the last possession for Brookings. So you give the Titans that have been absolutely dominant since their first game. Now coming into this game against Brookings, we know that there's some things that they have to clean up. Those penalties are something that will be killer against a team that's been as tough as Brookings has been this year. So that's one thing that the staff is going to be looking at for sure.
It's a fun one tonight for the T area Titans. Offensively, 511 total yards, 408 on the ground, 103 through the air. They had 21 first downs. Defensively, by the way, they held Mitchell under 100 yards total, 95 to be exact total yardage. 60 out of the 95 all came in the third quarter, by the way, for Mitchell. Dashiell Lowry throwing the football tonight, 5 of 10 for 91 yards and a touchdown. Mitch Grant had his first passing touchdown tonight, and that went to Cole Northrup, his first receiving touchdown. Star of the game, though, Dawson Eimers. How about Dawson tonight? He had a receiving touchdown. Dawson also had 2 rushing touchdowns here this evening. 3 rushes, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh, and by the way, he had an interception on the defensive side. Some of the defensive leaders here this evening for the Titans. Leading the way, 4 tackles for Sam Wordle and Griffin Wiebinga. 3 tackles for a loss for Sam Wordle here this evening. 1 sack on the board. That went for Jacob Youngye, King Jacob, crowned homecoming king here this week. He had a sack for 5 yards. 2 interceptions for Cole Northrup. 2 pass breakups for Hayden Belas. Your final score tonight, T-Area 54, Mitchell 0. Again, Titans will go on the road next week to Brookings, where they will take on the Brookings Bobcats. That is a 7 o'clock start time up at SDSU. And then they are on the road the following week against Watertown, October the 11th. Next chance to see the Titans here at home will be on October 18th, as the Yankton Bucks will come to town, and then the final home game and the final game of the regular season will be against the Washington Warriors on October the 24th. Playoffs will then follow. It's been a fun night, Andrew, and Titans come out victorious 54-0.
It's been a great one.
That will do it for tonight for the entire staff here at the T-Area Titans Stadium. I'm Jerry Paleschis, wishing you a great night. Enjoy your evening. Catch volleyball coming up tomorrow at the Sanford Pentagon early, 9 o'clock in the morning, 10:30, I believe, right after that. Back-to-back games for the T-Area Titans. They'll back at home as well on Monday night against the Lenox Orioles. That's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for joining us on the T-Area Titans YouTube channel.